Hey everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. We got a ton of comic books, ton of comments, and as always we're going to start off with the news. There is no news, just stay tuned as always. February 11th, 2014, that is when Dark Avenger Inc. is moving to Comic Frontline. We're probably going to be saying this, or I'm going to probably be saying this for the next 2 weeks until we move. As far as news for my channel, nothing yet, but look forward to a trailer that's going to be going up on Comic Frontline this weekend from myself and Mike. No details at this time. Trust me, it'll make the video that much better when you watch it. So let's get into the comic books, shall we? Yes. Free at your comic shops this week is, for most of you at least, because I know a few people didn't see this or their comic shop didn't have this. Deadpool the Gauntlet, issue number 1. It is a preview of it is the first issue to the Gauntlet, which is an infinite, well, the comics line, Infinite Comics. It's from the Marvel Infinite Comics line. I don't read digital books, so I basically just got this because it was free comic and it was Deadpool. Had no idea it involved an Infinite comic because I really don't follow Deadpool. Michael does. So, yeah, that probably won't be in the review, but probably get some fun reading out of it before, of course, I have no continuation until the book comes out, maybe. Anyway, Superman Wonder Woman number 4. Forever Evil Rogues Rebellion issue number 4. Didn't read any of these yet. This is literally, I opened the box a little while ago, so I really have no opinion yet. Superior Spider-Man 25, I'm hearing big things about this book, though. Green Lantern Corps issue 27. And they're going to start sliding, so I'm going to put them next to my leg instead. Inhumanity, the Superior Spider-Man one-shot. You gotta love the cover. It's a really nice cover. This is going to be my Deadpool book to review because I love reading the miniseries, and now that they're not doing Deadpool Kills Anything anymore, this might actually be good. Night of the Living Deadpool. Superboy, issue number 27. They announced that Teen Titans is over, but they don't announce that they're canceling Superboy. Phantom X Max, you guys saw number 3 was from last week's haul, but and number 4 was from number 4 was from last week's haul. Mike missed out on getting issue number 3, so I don't know why Mike put number 4 back, but these will end up on the next episode.
It was a Midtown hiccup.
You hiccuped. You gotta keep an eye on these things. Suicide Squad issue number 27. Disney's Kingdoms, Seeker of the Weird, issue number 1. This looks really good. I'm gonna enjoy reading this. This is an all ages appropriate book with a cover like that. All ages appropriate. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. DC Universe versus Masters of the Universe. I have to finish this. I know a lot of you guys like why. I have to finish it. Daredevil issue number 35. One more until the end. Batgirl Gothtopia issue 27. I am not getting Birds of Prey next week, guys, so there are going to be some books that I don't get that are Gothtopia connected, but Batgirl, of course, you guys know I read, so. Amazing X-Men issue number 3. All New X-Men issue number 21. Nova issue number 12. Nightwing issue number 27. And I believe Kyle Higgins is going to be off this book by the time Forever Evil's over. I had to find out at least issue 2. I did skip Marvel Knight. No, did I? I don't even know if I did. Maybe I did. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything yet until I find out. But I had to get issue 2 of Marvel Knight's Hulk to see exactly what's going to happen in this issue. And if this stinks, then that's that. Thor, God of Thunder issue number 17. Mike's coming around again to give Thunderbolt a shot, issue number 20, or issue number 1 of No Mercy, where Ghost Rider is going to join the team. Justice League of America, issue number 11. Looking forward to that. I'm reading that because Michael's reading Blight, which he has Constantine, issue number 10. Mike's continuing Revolutionary War, regardless of what everybody says, and he has this issue, which is Dark Angels one-shot. Mega Man, I believe this is the variant. Am I correct? Yes. This is the Box Off Brawl variant. You've got Mega Man, and then I believe this is a Mega Man. Will you put your hand down? Thank you. I believe this is the Mega Man from the original box, or like the very, very first Mega Man video game. So it's interesting to see the two Mega Men together. World's Finest is going to be crossing over with Batman, Superman. However, if Jay Lee's doing the art on Batman, Superman, there's no point in reviewing World's Finest, because I'm going to miss out on the part for Superman Batman because Jay Lee's doing the artwork. Unless I do something, I don't know what. Give me time and I'll think about it. The Sixth Gun from Oni Press, issue number 37. The grand finale of Countdown to Chaos in Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 256. I'm looking forward to actually looking through that. Coffin Hill from Vertigo Comics. I believe this is issue number 4. And the conclusion of Cataclysm Ultimate Comics, The Ultimates, issue number 3. So all that's left is next week's X-Men crossover, and then all we have left... Yeah, you're doing Ultimates, remember?
I thought you were doing that.
No, I'm not doing that. You do the Hulk. Also this week, something I would like to add on to last week's haul, which was the Disney Infinity figures, which I'll get into the comments in a moment from all those videos. We also got this. It was a pre-order. It came late. We also got Wreck-It Ralph for the Disney Infinity game. So I think this is a cool figure, actually. It's a really nice sculpt and a really nice... I can't wait to get to play as Wreck-It Ralph. It'll be fun. Why not? I know Cindy wants to get her hands on a few of the female characters that are in the game. But anyway, that's for future things and for Brooklyn Boys, because Brooklyn Boys is where we're doing the walkthrough. So let's get into the comics. We're starting with last week's weekly comic book haul, episode number 9. I believe, right? 9. Yeah, so this is episode 10. Yay for the double digits. Only 90 more to go till we get to episode 100. Okay, Nick, my man Nick, has the first comment here. Another great haul, Chris. First, did you hear that Sinestro is getting his own series? Yes, and discussed it in detail on the live show. Second, what is your current view of Batman 0 year so far? It's okay so far. Let's see how next week's issue goes before I make a complete judgment. But the fact that it's lasting for almost a year because of what's going on in Forever Evil, so they don't move Batman's comic series forward. As long as there's no more tie-ins, which there aren't, as far as I've heard, I'm not too... It's going okay. Third, if Venom does get another ongoing, who would you like to write and do the art? Art-wise, I really... As long as it's... I really have no preference for the art, as long as it's not certain artists that I don't like. As far as writers, I think... That's a hard one. It'd be nice to see James Robinson write Venom. I don't know, but James Robinson's gonna have his hands full. So really, I would have to think about that for a while. I should have actually looked over your comment before. I didn't know you were gonna ask me about artists and writers. Fourth, for Mike, do you think Take It is odd that for the dark titles of the New 52, that Animal Man and Swamp Thing series are not tied into Forever Evil Blight? Do you think it's odd that for Forever Evil Blight that Swamp Thing...
Swamp Thing and Animal Man's not in it?
Yeah.
Well, Swamp Thing, yeah, but Animal Man, not really, because Swamp Thing's mostly involved with the
with
Blight.
What's going on and
yeah,
Animal Man
it is weird. It's not connected to Swamp Thing, but Animal Man...
Well, Swamp Thing has its own... I can answer that actually for you.
Yeah,
Swamp Thing has its own story going on right now, and they're canceling Animal Man because he's going to end up in... Well, they're going to cancel Justice League of America and bring it back as Justice League United. And that's where Animal Man's going to be. Now, Swamp Thing, I don't know if they're going to keep Justice League Dark, but if they keep Justice League Dark, Swamp Thing's going to stay there. But he still is going to have his ongoing. Yeah, Justice League Dark... Oh, yeah, then he mentions all the others are tied into it. Sorry, I missed the rest of your question. You put a question mark before the rest of your question was mentioned. Anyway, Graphics, Dan, my store didn't get that preview book, so maybe I'll ask about it Wednesday. I forgot to mention I liked Mike's Giggity Giggity for Sorority of Power for the Sorority of Power advertisement.
I told you to get around.
Hope you'll like the series.
See? Told you.
It always does. Then we got Spice Nug. Lol, sorry Chris, forgot I already asked you about Spidey. No worries, I got like a ton of comments about Spider-Man. Why do you think, who do you think is the best artist that Marvel has right now, and who do you think killed the Watcher? Who kills the Watcher, I don't know, but I'm putting my finger down on a cosmic hero. Although it would be interesting if it was somebody we all didn't expect. It would be fun to kind of come to that conclusion. It's kind of like Identity Crisis. That was interesting when you got to that ending where it was actually somebody you never would have expected. As far as the best artists, I love Ed McGuinness's art right now in Marvel. There are other artists. Mark Bagley's art I really like. I forgot who the artist is on Ultimate Spider-Man right now. I like his artwork. I have a fair amount of artists I like. I have a shorter list of artists I don't like. Then we got Spider-Man 1991 Spidey. Hey Chris, sorry I asked the same question twice about Spider-Man. Don't worry about it. What do you think of the first image of Quicksilver in Days of Future Past? I did not see it. And then Kat, a lot of news came out this week. Looking forward to talking about it on the live show this Tuesday. Yes, we sure did. If you missed out, definitely go to Dark Avenger Inc. and check that out. Then we're going into now the special haul, which was for the Disney Infinity game and figures. Lisa said, oh good, you got the Wii U version. Supposedly there's a way to play it online with friends, but you have to have the same version. Awesome haul. I hope you like the game as much as I do. Hopefully we have the same version, Lisa, and we'll be able to play together. Spice Nug, nice unboxing. Hope you guys enjoy. V-Man, when will we see the baby? When the baby is older. I'm not looking to put him on camera until he's a lot older than where he's at right now. Right now he's at 2 weeks old. Let's just add about another couple of years to that. I'm not even going to give an exact amount of years because you never know. Kids get on YouTube very fast nowadays, but let's add a couple of years to that. And I don't mean a couple as in 2, I mean more than 2. But less than 20. Talking Howlett, hey Daddy C and Uncle Mike, Infinity looks good. I've been thinking about this game or Skylanders, but get at the moment I'm still having fun collecting retro games and playing those with my son. Retro games are always the best. I always prefer them over the new games. I don't know why. I'm always nostalgic for Mario and some of the older games they have for Nintendo. USA the Patriot 12, great video guys and congrats. Just wanted to say I watched the video and had to run out and get the starter set for myself. Now to run to Toys R Us to get the crystal figures. I'm glad you liked the video and I'm glad you liked the crystal figures. I'll tell you the truth, if I didn't even get the game, the crystal figures look really nice on a shelf. So if you don't really enjoy the game as much, they're still really nice collectors figures, and for Wreck-It Ralph, especially with the movie that just came out, this is a really nice figure. I mean, yes, there's no articulation to it or anything, but it's still a nice little collector, especially if you have kids or if you're a fan of Disney. The Infinity figures are great little statues. Kat, maybe one day I'll get Disney Infinity. You guys know I love Disney. It's a really good game, Kat. I would definitely recommend it. And then we got Spider-Man 1991 Spidey again. If they ever put out Marvel figures, then I'd get Disney Infinity. That's another reason why I kind of got Disney Infinity. Disney owns Marvel. At some point, if they want to expand the game, they can expand it to the Marvel Universe. I guess that's what nobody kind of thought about, because a few people said there's no comics involved. There could be. DC and Marvel Guy 4.0, nice unboxing. Do some live gameplay when you're ready. Congratulations on the new member of your family. Thank you so much. And yes, we will definitely be doing it, and I will definitely mention it on, it'll be on Comic Frontline. We'll be posting the walkthrough. And then Kat, what is your guys' favorite Disney character? I love Peter Pan. I'm praying they put Peter Pan in this game. I think he would be an awesome character, and Neverland would be an awesome playground to play in.
As far as for me, my favorite character is Simba from Lion King.
Lion King would be interesting also to add to
that would be actually
the game. Okay, and we are now in the Indie Comic Review episode number 14. Nick, another great Indie Comic Review. First, where do you get your Superman pictures on your wall? This, and there's a few more pictures around my room were part of my mom when I was younger. This is a good story actually. When I was younger, my mom knew I was getting into comic books, and she wanted to, and I was horrible at reading at this point, and my mom finally saw that I found a medium which I was reading and enjoying. So to help support my hobby and my enjoyment of reading comics, she knew I was a humongous Superman fan since Superman Forever. So she went to the comic shop that used to be here, and he had in the back this artist portfolio for Dan Jurgens, and in the portfolio they had a bunch of these, I don't even know, 8x11 I believe these are?
More or less.
Maybe a little bit bigger than 8x11, I don't know, maybe they're 11 by, whatever the size of these are. They had these, and then in the front of the portfolio folder they had a metallic, could you swerve the camera and lift it up maybe? they had this metallic Superman. It's the artwork from the 90s of Superman. I don't believe it was Dan Jurgens. Most of the artwork in the set is from Dan Jurgens, but there's also John Bogdanoff in here. There's I don't know, they don't have the artists. The artists are in the back of the pages, but basically it was a bunch of art still pictures, and I don't know how much he spent, and I probably never will, but this was they have all little titles on it. This was the better than ever Superman, that's what they all say, but these were actually drawn in 1993. Awesome set. I have no idea what it's originally called. I was a kid when my mom got it for me. I don't think I even have the folder they came in anymore because I put everything in frames now, so there was no need for the folder. Even the sign thing, the signed metallic one is in a frame, so I didn't need to keep the folder. If I do have the folder somewhere, I'll let you know, but I doubt you'll find it. I didn't even know this existed until my mom got it for me. Second, what comic is that left of Spider-Man 602? Spider-Man 60... This is 601. And if you mean 601, the one to the left of it is, well, this one's DC Online Legends issue number, DC Universe Online Legends issue 5. And over here there's the Turtles and Superman issue number 77. But I don't have 602 on my wall. Third, when was the last time you had a signed comic on a regular comic book review? I usually don't like reviewing signed comics. I'll usually buy the signed comic and then an unsigned comic. The last time I actually had to do a signed comic was, I believe, Wake. The Wake issue number 1. Only other book I ever had to review signed was issue 1 of Saga, because Saga issue 1 sold out, and the only way to get an issue number 1 first printing was to have it signed by the writer. I wanted the signed version anyway, but I had to review that copy. I did not have and I wasn't going to get a second printing. What's the point? So I ended up reviewing the signed copy of that. But other than that, I try not to review signed copies. Fourth, until the next Comics Point 3, why did you stop doing Comics Point 3 for a while? Kevin hasn't been around on Saturdays, and we were debating to change the show to Comics Point 2. And then also the live show, we discuss a lot of the stuff that me, Mike, and Kevin would discuss on Comics Point 3. So without Kevin, there's no point, because Mike and I discuss everything on Comics Point 3 on the Dark Avenger Inc. live show. So when Kevin's around, there might be a Comics Point 3. Also, don't forget, Nick, we have tons of other videos where we actually discuss news. So it would just be repeating news discussions from other videos. I wanted to do it. I planned to do it basically at the end of last week before the live show, but because we didn't have time to film it, it ended up being Tuesday already, and we decided to just go with the live show. And then Spice Nug, nice review, guys. Will you be trying out Terminator Enemy of the Enemy when it comes out? If it's a new series from Dark Horse, absolutely. And then finally, we got Comic Review 290. This week is 220, guys. I say 290, I meant 219. Next week is this week's is 220. Nick, another great review, guys. First, do you think some people might be thinking about the Talon from Forever Evil Arkham War number 4 saying, "Where have you been?" Where have you been to who? Oh, where have they been? They actually explained that in where the Talons were in issue number 1. Second, what if the crime syndicate found out about Sea King walking around even though he's dead? They're not going to. DC is going to go to great lengths to make sure they don't. Third, do you think that Green Arrow will do something in Forever Evil? Probably in like the last issue when all the superheroes unite. Fourth, did you know that there will be a Forever Evil Aftermath Batman vs. Bane? Yes, I did. And Secret Origins is coming back as an ongoing series? Yes, I did. We discussed that on the live show. Spice Nug, glad it wasn't just me that noticed that about Green Arrow. Happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you.
Mike and I chose the same book for Comic of the Week this week as well.
Yes.
And Spidey, top-notch review as always, guys. I immediately noticed that Oliver's dad looks a lot like pre-New 52 Green Arrow when I read the issue. Also, Chris J. Lee's artwork in Marvel Knights Inhuman series is much better than Lee's current work on Batman Superman. I'm very sure of it, Spidey. I mean, seriously, I have no problem with Jay Lee's artwork. I don't hate the guy. I don't hate his art. It doesn't fit in a Batman, Superman book, period. That is my gripe. That is my problem with Jay Lee's artwork. Not the artwork, but the book he chooses to do his artwork in. Did it fit for Watchmen? Absolutely. But did I buy Ozymandias because of that artwork? No. Because I don't. It does not fit in a superhero comic book. X-Men, maybe. I mean, X-Men have gone through a lot of artists in their time, and maybe it fit, maybe it didn't. I don't know. I haven't read anything, and I think he actually said, did he say Inhumanity, actually?
Which one?
Did Spidey actually say Inhumanity? Now I want to make double sure. He did Marvel Knights. Inhumans, I'm sorry, the Inhumans. Maybe it fit for the Inhumans, because the Inhumans are a cosmic series. Maybe it worked better for that particular series, but as far as Superman and Batman go, it doesn't work, and I feel like this artist should not be doing Batman, Superman. It does an injustice to the book, and that's why basically, other than the writing as well, I feel that a great majority of the people reading the book dropped it because of the art. A lot of people I've talked to said they couldn't take the artwork in the book, and that's why they dropped it. A few people actually said they couldn't take the artwork and the writing, so the combination of the two is no good. I mean, the last series, the last story arc in Batman Superman definitely picked up. Brett Booth's art definitely helped it a lot. It was definitely a comic series I'm not going to remember 5 years from now, the story arc. But at the same time, it was a lot better than the first story arc because the artwork made me want to forget that story as soon as possible. There were moments in the first story arc I'll remember, but as far as the first story arc, I think by this time next year I won't even remember it without having to go back and reference it by checking out the issues again. And with that, that's it for this comic review, guys. Don't forget to check out comicrelated.com as well as comicfrontline.com and darkavengerinc.com. We are all your #1 source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. There's a bunch of links on Dark Avenger Inc.'s channel towards a bunch of other things that one or more of our members is a part of, doing, whatever. Also, this week, Zone 4, episode 252 is up. I was back on the show again. Awesome show. You guys definitely should check that out. We discussed a lot of stuff on that show. There were a lot of laughs, a lot of good times, and a lot of laughs before and after the show, too. But beside the point, it was a good show. Definitely go check out Zone 4. It's up already. Brant got it up before I got this whole video up. I wanted to shoot this earlier, but didn't have the time. So it's up right now, so go to zone4podcast.com, and you can check that episode out. Good stuff, as always. Even if I'm not on the show, it's super, super spectacular. I love it each and every week. If I'm not on it, I'm definitely listening to it. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. I'll see you guys really soon in the indie review. Look forward to the indie review as well as the comic review this weekend. However, I don't know how we're going to swing it because Mike's birthday party is going to be on Sunday. So the comic review might be a day late.
Maybe after.
Maybe not. Exactly. Mike already knows. Maybe not. Don't count it out yet. So far, let's plan that it's going to happen. And if it doesn't, well, I'll make a Twitter announcement on it. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, it's Dark Avenger C86, so you can find me on there. That's usually where I post news now because apparently the feed box, a lot of people turn that off now, so nobody sees that you post comments. So on Twitter, I'll mention if we have to skip to the next day, but I don't think we'll have to. There's not too many books this week, and yeah, we should be able to. We'll see. I don't want to sit here and debate. So until the next video, guys, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Take care, everybody.